For a woman who's 25, on average, what do you think her body count would be?
Body count. Ooh. Yeah. Body count for a 25-year-old in this generation?
Does that matter?
It really doesn't matter, but that's the question. I'd say anywhere between 18 and 30.
It don't matter, okay?
Sure.
Because as long as I put that pussy on you, you're not worried about another pussy, okay? You see me? That's all I gotta say, because once I put this pussy on you, the snap right back, and you don't care about the rest of them.
So it don't matter how much man you put the pussy on?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're grown. We're on this earth to reproduce.
So that not going to stop your ability to make meaningful connections?
I mean, it may, for you, no offense, it may...
For you.
It may,
For you.
affect you.
No, for you.
But for me, no.
For you.
What's the body count for a male at 25?
Yes, sweetheart.
On average?
Yes, sweetheart. That's a good question.
1 in 3 men hasn't had sex in a year, or they're still a virgin. 18 to 25.
That's very misogynistic of you to say.
So you said 18 to 25. I said 18 to 30. What's the difference?
No. An 18-year-old man to 25-year-old man.
I got you now.
But I was asking you what your thoughts were. Then again, I just told you.
My thing is,
I just told you what it was. Yeah.
Don't limit yourself. If you're thinking about something as small as a prior engagement of you having sexual encounters before someone met you, you're gonna limit yourself and stop your own blessings. Fuck that. That's in the past. You move forward. Anything that happened in the past, all your bad deeds or whatever, keep that shit back there and let's move forward. It's about whoever you with at that moment.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Has dating gotten easier for you?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because all men fucking suck. Am I allowed to cuss?
What makes you feel that way, though?
Well, because every single guy that I've ever talked to has just been absolute terrors. They've played me. They've done me wrong. They've done every single possible thing that you can think of wrong. And that's what they did.
So these guys that played you, I mean, how long did they play you for?
About a few months.
A few months? And there wasn't any warning signs in it that you ignored?
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely a ton of red flags. But unfortunately, I just continued because I like to see the good in people, and I like to not base somebody off of one wrong thing that they do, but then in the long run, you see that all the wrong...
You see all the red flags?
You see all the red flags.
But the common denominator here is you. It seems like you're the one who allowed them to,
Maybe I am a red flag. So what do I do right?
Not say all men suck just because?
Do you suck?
What's your biggest pet peeve about each other?
My biggest pet peeve about Nick is that when he takes his clothes off the hangers, like, you know how you have your hangers, you got your clothes on it? He doesn't take the hangers off of the thing, he just leaves them in there, and I gotta sort through his fucking shit to find his empty ass hangers. That shit pisses me off. You know that pisses me off.
What are you searching for empty hangers for?
Because I do the laundry and I have to hang things back up, and I have two hangers left, and I have 17 pieces of clothing, and I have 2 hangers. So I'm searching. I am searching for hangers to hang the clothes.
Sounds like you guys just need to buy some more hangers.
It's almost like he needs to take the hanger out of his thing and put it in the thing. I have a space that's like, this is for empty hangers. When you're gonna wear your piece of clothing, take the hanger off.
Yeah.
Take the thing off the hanger, hang it up, put your piece of clothing on, and the hanger is there, right? He doesn't understand this.
Yeah.
What's your biggest pet peeve about her?
I have so many things that are so annoying about me.
Well, my biggest pet peeve about Amy is that she's tougher than a $3 steak.
I'm so stubborn is what he's trying to say.
And that because she's so tough, whenever any inconvenience
dead
comes,
ass,
she
man.
yells. So like when we need to have like a civil conversation, she takes it up to 100, and it's a yell. But you know, I've grown accustomed to that. So
It's a valid point.
Right. Yeah.
It's a valid point. My parents yell at each other, but they love each other, so
yeah.
yelling isn't a
she's
thing.
A big
He's like,
yeller.
you yelled at me, and I'm like, and?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 42 today.
All right. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you, man.
At 42, has dating gotten easier for you, or would you say it's gotten harder?
No, it's so much harder. So much harder. Like when I was younger and dating, it was all about just going out and meeting someone in a bar or in a supermarket, anywhere, and having that personal kind of face-to-face contact.
Yeah.
And now so much is done on app. And if you don't photograph well, you're not going to find anyone. You know, and I'm still all about I would rather kind of walk up to someone and say, hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Than have someone look at a photo and say, I'm going to swipe right or I'm going to swipe left.
Right.
You know, it's so much harder these days.
So there's no substance there.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Do you think it's just as hard for a woman your age?
I'd say it's harder because, I mean, women, they will look into a profile and they will take their time and they'll look at the photos and they'll look at the description. But typically guys will just go, there's a girl, she's attractive, I'm interested. And so a girl gets 100, 200 likes and a lot of negative comments on the back of that. Whereas a guy, you're in a pool of everybody else who's also saying they're interested in this person.
Yeah.
And it's hard to kind of get past those early levels of the people who have no substance.
Right.
You know, it's hard to get your point across, you know?
How old are you guys?
32.
29.
All right. Is dating easier for a man or a woman as they get older?
A man.
A woman. You wanna know why? Because I watched my mother use men to go to different restaurants that she wanna try in the city.
But that's
That's a choice.
something that she could have done
That's a pool.
when she was younger, though.
That's a pool. They can, but it gets some men don't have that to approach women. So it's a little easier. They get used more. Some niggas are ducks.
Why do you feel like it's easier for men?
Shit, they ducks at a young age too, so she know.
I don't know, but I feel like men, it don't matter. It really don't matter if they young or old. Men get to have their cake and eat it too.
Why do you feel like men have their cake and eat it too?
What?
What did you just say?
Because
Because
She don't know.
I do know.
Say it.
for a woman that's 25, what do you think her body count would be?
I don't care what her body count is. I don't care.
What do you think the average is, though?
I don't care. I don't care.
What's your opinion is what I'm asking you.
I don't have an opinion on it. I hope that whoever that 25-year-old girl is not getting asked that.
Is there a certain number you think it should be, though?
No, absolutely not. I think that you should not be asking 25-year-old girls what their body count is.
That's not what I asked you.
What I'm telling you, though, I don't care what you ask me. What I'm telling you is that I'm not gonna tell you what 25-year-old girls should be fucking. Fuck who you want to fuck.
So, in your mind, it's okay if a 25-year-old chick has like 100 bodies or 15?
Fuck who they? Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
If they're happy, if they're healthy, yeah. Well, are you gonna judge them? Are you gonna judge them?
You don't think that could play a negative role in their life?
If they are a good human being, if they lead with love, if they are a good fucking person, absolutely fucking not. What do you think?
I feel like if you're giving yourself to like just any and everybody, you're not really respecting yourself.
But I think that as a man, if you were to fuck 500 girls, you would not have the same repercussions as a girl who fucked 50 guys.
That's very true.
And a guy who fucked 500 girls could be the worst human being on the planet, and a girl who fucked 50 guys could be the most loving, amazing human being on the planet, and they would still not get the same respect.
That is also true.
So what do you think about that?
That is
It's
true.
my question for you.
That is true. But
What's your answer?
society doesn't look at us the same. Do you want to date a guy who's more promiscuous than you or less promiscuous than you?
More. Definitely less.
Less.
That's a tough
Less.
So
question.
then you're in control, you know?
Yeah. There's a fine line because a lot of guys
I'd
want to be
say
in
a little bit
control
of
in a
both.
relationship.
A little bit of both. That's the perfect relationship.
All right, why more?
Well, I would just rather them like be like telling me what to do rather than me having to do anything.
I would say a little less just because you have more say in the relationship and there's more of a common ground.
Do you think a guy wants a woman who's more promiscuous or less?
Definitely a
less.
guy less.
Definitely
Wants
less.
less.
Why?
A guy wants to be in control.
Yes.
He does not like being put down in his place.
You like putting men in their place though?
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
I
Maybe
wish
for a
they'd
change up,
listen,
yeah.
If they'd listen, but they don't, so. They're just all fucking cheaters
They're
nowadays,
assholes at
so.
this point, you know. Fuck them.
Oh man. Okay, so why do you think a guy wants less?
Because I feel like guys just want to be in control and they want to be like have all the power and don't want girls to tell them what to do.
If you're paying all the bills, does that mean that you should get sex whenever you want to?
100%. If you're paying for everything, I mean, the girl has to do at least something.
So what are her other roles in the marriage too?
In a marriage?
Yeah.
I mean, I think sex life defines a marriage. You have to have a good sex life. I mean, whatever that is, but
So as a man, if you want it in the morning when you wake up before you go to work,
100%.
and when you get home after dinner,
Even a plus. It's a plus. But marriage is a whole different thing.
now how does a man deal with a marriage or a relationship where his girl doesn't want to put out?
You gotta break it off. I mean, if you're not having sex in a consistent basis, I mean, y'all don't coincide with each other.
So at 35, how much do you expect your man to bring, to take him serious?
As much as I ask for,
Which is?
what I ask for.
Everything.
And what is that?
Tell you what I ask for.
Just give me a dollar figure.
Okay. I just ask for honesty. Honesty. You fuck with me, I fuck with you. You do the right things, and we're gonna be good. And then we could build on everything else.
Right. So he could be handsome, attractive, working as a stock at Walmart, making $28,000 a year, and you'd be open to that.
I'll be open to that because there's room for progress. Like,
That's fair. That's fair. How about you?
For me, I don't care what you got because whatever you bring to the table, I bring to the table. We're gonna grow together. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make that money. We start from here. The way we started, we ain't gonna stand still. We're gonna level up together. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And if you got a strong woman who about her business, she don't worry about all the extra thing depending on a man for all that extra shit. It's together.
and eventually that man will be strong with you.
Yeah, a strong woman gonna goddamn let's get it together, or make you strive for your ambitions and all that shit. Level the fuck up. It's no it's that.
All right. So
I beat him in the bang bang.
at 28, what are the men like in your dating pool?
Well, I've been with a guy that I'm with for like 4 years. So the person that I'm with is an amazing human being. Like, he's kind, he's smart, he's, obviously attractive, but on top of that, like, he's someone who, like, I want to build a life with. I think that's what girls, like, don't get when they're starting to date people, is, like, you want to be with someone that you want to build a life with. Like, if you're going to be with a guy and you're going to be with him for a long term and you want to have kids, make sure it's a guy that you want to have kids with. Is he going to help you change diapers? Like, that shit's gross. Is he gonna help you? It is. It really is. Like, is he gonna help you change diapers? Is he gonna wake up at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, help you take care of this kid? Like, that's the kind of thing that you need to think about when you have kids with someone.
By the same token, you as a woman, if the car breaks down, you should be cheering him on. Like, yo, let's go.
Of course, 100%. I'm always cheering on my man. Like, it goes both ways. Like, when my man's doing something that I can't do, yeah, hell yeah, I'm cheering him on.
At 42, is your sex drive still as high as it was when you were younger?
Yeah, I'd say so. Okay. Yeah, 100%.
So do you want to date a chick who's more promiscuous than you or less promiscuous than you?
I don't mind. I mean, for me at 42, I've been there, I've done that. You know, I've had one night stands, I've had long-term relationships, and as much as sex drive is important, it's not the thing that will keep you together. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I'm looking for someone, I want someone who's got a relatively high sex drive, because that's what you will kind of keep the fire burning early doors. But long term, that kind of fades into insignificance.
Okay.
They're gone. We're fine. We can keep talking.
No, do you think a woman wants a man who's more experienced than her or less experienced?
I genuinely, I don't think that a lady really gives a shit. I don't think that that comes into it.
You don't think most women, if let's say a chick slept with like 20 dudes, you don't think she wants a guy who slept with at least 30?
No, really, I don't. I think that you're going to have women who are just on apps because they want to get laid, and you know what? There's a hell of a load of guys on apps because they just want to get laid. But people in general, if they're interested in a relationship, the numbers don't count. The numbers don't matter. You know, and I still strongly believe that once you get past that initial, do I find you attractive? Am I going to swipe right or am I going to swipe left? That whether you're more promiscuous or less promiscuous, or you've slept with more people than I have, or you haven't, that doesn't come into it. You know, it's still about those those base things that you look for.
The values,
personality, the values. Right. You know, and Ali's got to pee. I like to believe that those things are still there. That's what I'm looking for anyway when I'm on these apps.